Hello friends, let's learn something about Suez Canal crisis. So friends, as you see on the screen, there is a ship which got stuck in Suez Canal. So that's why this whole topic is important for you. So एग्जाम perspective से हमें इजिप्ट के अंदर जो स्विस कनाल क्राइसिस हुआ था 1956 में वो हमें पढ़ना है. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको एक बात जाननी ज़रूरी है. अगर आप स्विस कनाल को देखेंगे सो इट हैज़ रिड्यूस द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन यूरोप एंड रेस्ट ऑफ एशिया. सो आप यहाँ पे देखिए कि मुंबई और जो लंदन के बीच का डिफरेंस है. इफ़ यू गो बाय दिस रूट, अगर आप साउथ अफ्रीका या फिर अफ्रीकन कोस्ट से होकर निकलते हैं, सदर्न कोस्ट से होकर निकलते हैं, देन द डिस्टेंस इज नियर अबाउट 19,800 किलोमीटर्स विच हैज़ बीन शॉर्टन टू 11,600 किलोमीटर्स, जिसको 11,600 किलोमीटर्स तक छोटा कर दिया गया है थ्रू द स्विस कैनाल रूट. सो इट वाज अ रिमार्केबल थिंग. ओके, so if you see, you are going to learn about the Suez Canal crisis in 1956. So the rise of Arab nationalism in Egypt after the Second World War created an anti-West feeling and policies concerning the Suez Canal. Further, the canal was vital to Britain and France and even to the Egypt's enemy Israel. तो ये तीनों के लिए यहाँ पे एक vital जो है एक important चीज थी. So for Britain, Suez Canal was the most important possession of its colonial empire. Not only provided a shorter sea route to its empire, but also provided a short sea route to the oil fields of Persian Gulf. So Persian Gulf के oil fields तक भी पहुंचने का एक छोटा रास्ता था. Britain was therefore committed to protect the canal. In 1954, Abdel Nasser became the president of Egypt. He wanted to remove the foreign military presence in the Suez Canal zone. So, further, the presence of British in Egypt was a symbol of British imperial dominance since the 1880s. Hence, Nasser targeted to remove the British from the Egypt. In Britain, Anthony Eden succeeded the Churchill in AD 1955. He was an imperialist and opposed the Nasser's stand on Suez Canal. The canal was owned by the Suez Canal Company, which was controlled by French and British interests. So, nationalization of the Suez Canal Company following the withdrawal of Anglo-American funding from the Aswan Dam, Americans and British suspected and Soviet Union, and they decided to stop the funding. उन्होंने सोचा कि हम डैम की फंडिंग को स्टॉप कर देंगे जो आसवान डैम वहां पे बन रहा था. Britain and France feared that Nasser might close the canal and cut off the shipment of petroleum flowing from the Persian Gulf to West Europe. So, when the diplomatic efforts to settle the crisis failed, Britain and France secretly prepared military action to regain the control of the canal and to depose the Nasser. They found a ready ally in Israel and Egypt arch enemy. Israel was Egypt's arch enemy. So Israel was ready. So military action in Suez Canal began on 29th of October 1956 when Israeli brigades invaded the Egypt and advanced towards the canal, routing the Egyptian forces. Okay. On 5th and 6th November, British and French forces landed at the Port Said and began to occupy the canal zone. So, this Anglo-French move was highly opposed by the United States and UN, which quickly put a stop to the Anglo-French action. So, on December 22, the UN evacuated British and French troops and Israeli forces withdrew in March 1957. So United Nations peacekeeping forces was sent in to supervise the ceasefire and to restore the order. Suez Canal was cleared and reopened. Nasser emerged from the Suez crisis as a victor and a hero for the cause of Arab and Egyptian nationalism. But Suez Canal crisis brought an end to British and French as world powers. So now it was clear that US is going to dominate and Britain, its position has been weakened in the global affairs and its influence in Middle East also diminished. So, Suez Canal crisis is often portrayed as Britain's last fling of the imperial dice. So, this is what you have to know about Suez Canal crisis. Thank you very much.